video. Yeah, I know we gotta do it for the one time. Let's do it. Zelly Smoker. Make sure y'all go follow me on Twitch or YouTube, whichever comes first. I don't really care. I don't care where it comes from is what I mean. Just as long as y'all follow. I don't know why I loaded up Twitch. I think somebody whispered on Twitch what they say. No, it was a notification. I clicked the wrong one. It says, how do you do? Okay. Somebody texted me. Okay, I'm gonna say good. And I got another one, what they say. He said, hola. The user has turned on block whispers from strangers and their privacy settings and must start a conversation with you first. But they just did, bro. What's up with that? Somebody said hello. And then I clicked on it and they was like, they gotta. Okay. I just followed them, so maybe, no, that wouldn't even allow me. I think they would have to follow me back. It's all good though. I don't mind. Anyways though, let's get right to this video. This is Wapalana. This is I thought it couldn't get any worse.
Here we go. We're gonna take on the Continental. Every freak in.
Welcome back to another Hot Takes video. Let's get right to the first one, which comes from Twitter, and it says, just hear me out, triple threat main event on night 2 of WrestleMania 40. Winner takes home all the gold. Winner gets crowned as the face of WWE. Am I cooking or am I cooking? You are not cooking. I'm sorry, but I don't want to see the championships get unified once again. There's a whole reason that we split them up in the first place, and we can't undo what Triple H did. Also, on top of that, I think Cody Rhodes needs to finish the story alone against Roman Reigns without The Rock or without Seth Rollins. It needs to be a one-on-one, and Cody Rhodes has got to finish the job by himself. So I don't agree with this hot take, but it is indeed a hot take, so I do appreciate that. The next one comes from Aries, and they say that Seth versus Cody is happening instead, and I don't think that's a good idea as well. WWE has been trying to maybe, tease the fact that this match could happen, but I hope it does not. Seth and Cody have had many matches in the past. They had a WrestleMania match, and I just don't want to see Cody Rhodes win the World Heavyweight Championship. He needs to win the WWE Championship. I really hope this is not the case. I could see WWE doing this because maybe The Rock is going to wrestle Roman Reigns, so this is plan B, but I don't like that at all. I hope Seth and Cody do not have a match. The next hot take says that CM Punk's injury is a work, and at WrestleMania it'll still be Rollins versus CM Punk. For me, I wish that was the case.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. 1040 and limited credits only.
I believed it at first. I was like, maybe this could be a work, but at this point, after seeing CM Punk pretty much cry on Raw, it is not a work. CM Punk is injured and he will be back later. I'm just hoping that at WrestleMania 41, he does get that main event because he deserves it, but as of right now, I don't think it's a work. The next hot take says that Seth Rollins' time as champion has been great and severely underappreciated. Everyone begged for him to get a world championship for years, and when he got it, everyone is now begging for him to drop it. He's the most consistent champion and puts in the work to be at this spot. Seth Rollins has been doing a great job as the world champion, but I do think that his gimmick or his character isn't the best right now. Like, his in-ring work is top notch. I love what he's doing. I love the matches he's putting on, but when it comes to his character, I'm not a huge fan, and maybe that's why other people wanted to drop the belts. I think it was a good run, but it's time to end it at WrestleMania, either to Drew McIntyre or Gunther. Either or, it doesn't really matter with me. Ozza says that the Royal Rumble does not hit anymore, and for me, the last Royal Rumble wasn't that great, but there's a reason for it. I think that we have too much expectations, too high of expectations, so when we watch the match and we watch it unfold, and let's say Sasha Banks doesn't show up, for me, that pissed me off, and I was like kind of like not too happy about that, so I think we gotta lower our standards. We don't need to have all these crazy returns in our mind because then we are let down. So maybe that was the case with this Royal Rumble. I'm not sure, but that's just what I think. So I'm gonna lower my expectations for next year. I will not believe that anyone like Sasha Banks, MJF, or Okada are gonna show up anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy it for whatever it is. Kwame says that Roman Reigns has the greatest theme song in WWE history. It fits his character perfectly and proves to be an excellent song in the process. It is definitely a top 10 or even maybe a top 5 song of all time in WWE history, but I don't think it's the best. The Undertaker still has the best theme song in my opinion. That song is just so perfect. The next hot take says that LA Knight currently is not ready for a world championship, and I completely disagree. I think LA Knight is more than ready. I think the sponsorships love him. I think that the crowd loves him. Everybody loves LA Knight. I think he's great in the ring, and I think he would make for one hell of a champion. So in my opinion, LA Knight is ready, and I don't agree with this hot take. Aaron says that R-Truth and the Judgment Day storyline is the best story in the WWE currently, and unfortunately it looks like that is coming to an end because the Judgment Day turned on R-Truth officially and said he is not in the group. I think there's a huge missed opportunity. You could have turned Damian Priest babyface by having him join R-Truth and getting separated from the Judgment Day. That was a missed opportunity, but it is what it is. Hopefully R-Truth can get back in the Judgment Day because I thought they were doing great work together. The next hot take says that John Cena deserves one last world title run. That's what I said many times in the past, but after seeing his last run and after seeing how, I honestly don't know how else to say other than, him being kind of washed in that ring, I don't think John Cena should be a world champion unless he does somehow get better in the ring, but he is older, he doesn't wrestle the same way he used to, and John Cena isn't even available to be on TV much of the year, so him having one last world title run, maybe it would last like a week or something like that, like his last championship reign, and I don't think I want to see John Cena only have the title for a couple weeks. Paul says it's sad to see how many people are forgetting how amazing AJ Styles is, and for his age at 46 years old, it's unbelievable how good AJ Styles still is. He is underappreciated, underrated, but it doesn't matter because AJ Styles is still going to put on some great matches despite being underrated. The next hot take says that I feel that WrestleMania 39 is already a top 5 Mania of all time. The in-ring consistency presentation, the emotional storytelling was just a sight to behold. We had 4 modern classics in Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte, the Usos versus Sami and KO, the IC triple threat match, and Cody versus Roman. And this is actually a good hot take. I think you could make an argument and say that WrestleMania 39 is one of the best WrestleManias. It's definitely in the top 5 in my opinion. Like they said, those 4 matches were really great. They were classics, and we're going to look back at those matches in the future and say, damn, this was one good WrestleMania. Jonah says that I personally enjoy the 3 hours of Raw. It has been very good recently, at least in my opinion. And while they've been producing and making good stuff happen in those 3 hours, I just feel like personally, I get tired. I feel like at some point at like 2 hours and like 15-minute mark, I'm just exhausted. I don't want to see any more, but then I have to watch because it's the main event and that's usually the best match. So it's really, I think that it needs to be 2 hours or maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes. That might be a good compromise. Flippo says the twice in a lifetime match offered a more compelling story and ultimately was a great choice. I disagree. I think at the time there was really no need for another match, or at least don't label the first one as once in a lifetime if you know you're doing a second match, because I just feel like a lot of fans were pissed off at that. And on top of that, you had CM Punk, who lost the WWE Championship before WrestleMania 29 just to give it to The Rock, and people were pissed off about that. John Cena was hated at this time, and a lot of people booed this main event, so I don't think this was a great idea, or at least the way they did it. I don't think it should have been for the title. I also don't think that they should have labeled the first match as once in a lifetime. Cody says that Chris Jericho's The List gimmick is the absolutely best gimmick of all time in professional wrestling. It truly was a masterpiece. The Chris Jericho List gimmick was actually great. Like, I enjoyed it a lot, but I don't think it's anywhere near the best gimmick of all time. I don't even think it's one of Chris Jericho's best. I think he had better ones before in the past. You had The Undertaker, one of the greatest characters of all time. You have Triple H when he was a complete douche. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. There's so many other characters and gimmicks that were way better than The List. It's not even close. The next hot take says that WWE missed the opportunity to make Chad Gable the one to dethrone Gunther. Gable is an afterthought now. I'm still on the bandwagon. I still want to see Gable win the IC Championship and defeat and dethrone Gunther at WrestleMania. That is what I want to see. I will stand by that. I am a Chad Gable mark, and I'm 100% okay with that. Black Sun says that Dominic Mysterio should be tag team champions right now. Honestly, I wish that Dom had a twin, because that would have been the greatest and funniest thing ever to see those guys on TV. Randomly one day Nick just appears and he's somehow his twin, or maybe you get somebody that looks very similar to Dom. I think that would be the funniest thing that WWE could do. Jack says that the Roman Reigns and Nick Aldis story is underrated. It's the opposite of the usual heel authority figure versus face underdog, which provides an interesting aspect, and I completely agree with that. I really like what Nick Aldis and Roman Reigns have been telling. That story is great, and I can't wait for Nick Aldis to become a wrestler and have that match with Roman Reigns. I think that's what WWE is building. Nick Aldis has been great ever since winning the NWA Championship, and also has run in TNA. I think he has the potential to become a big star in WWE. And finally, the last hot take says that Roman Reigns' part-time schedule is a good thing. I completely disagree. I don't like the fact that he's a part-timer. I think it's done a lot of damage to his character. His, a lot of people just are sick and tired of it. And I can't wait for Cody Rhodes to finally beat him and dethrone him. And it will be interesting to see, will Roman Reigns even be in WWE in the year of 2024 after dropping the belt? I don't think so. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you all in the next video.
Switch to Chrome to
Alright. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see